ragazzi.
Bella ragazzi. Nice. Bella ragazzi. By the way, this is all gonna be in English, of course. It's been 4 hours.
Okay, good. Because I don't know Italian, so.
Yeah, great. And we're here to learn some Italian.
Okay, teach me. You're gonna be like the one in the video.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Charlotte.
Yes, Lorenzo.
Where are you from?
I'm from Finland. I'm from Turku in Finland. It's in the southwestern part. It's right across from Stockholm, if anyone knows where that is.
Stockholm, great. So I don't really know what we're gonna talk in this video about. It's probably gonna be stereotypes. So what do you think about Italians? Are we weird? Do we do hand gesture? Do we eat a lot?
Yes, all of the above. No. Italian stereotypes.
Yes.
Well, I feel like they're not all true.
Well, the cheesy ones.
The cheesy ones.
Doesn't have to be true.
This hand gesture. Last night I saw like 5 people just walking around on their phone being like like that all the time. Like every single time I see
no
someone
idea what
talking.
you're talking about, you know.
No idea what you're talking
I
about.
have no idea. So what does this mean for
I
you?
have no. This doesn't mean anything for us. It just looks like a flower. I think it means like something bad in Italian. Does it?
Yeah. When we do this, I was like, "What the f*** are you talking about?" It's like, "What do you mean? What do you want?"
What the?
Like, yeah.
All right. No, I didn't know that. I just thought they were walking around because they didn't have anything to do with their hands.
We have meanings for every single gesture, you know?
Do you?
I do.
No, you use your hands a lot. I like it though. You like take up the space and you like to explain yourself. Just like not with your...
We need space. You know, we are warm people.
Well, that doesn't really go hand in hand. If you need your space and if you're warm people, that's kind of like... Because Finland, we need our space. Yeah, you take the space.
We
make
take
it
the
yours.
space, yeah. So that's a stereotype. And do you think we eat pizza every day?
Well, I have eaten pizza almost every day. He's fed me pizza like 7 days out of 12, which is kind of a lot. Probably not 7, but still, it was good though.
It was not my fault. I mean, it happened that we found the right situation, and we just didn't have enough food, you know. And well, when we went in Venice, you decided to get pizza. It was all your fault.
Because first we ate McDonald's in Venice. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
You know, when you're young and a student and don't have money for a restaurant.
Well, the pizza was cheaper than the McDonald's, at least for me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I paid €6
for a salad.
For some pieces of lettuce.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about the Venice salad.
A comprehensive review about McDonald's. Not sponsored by any means.
Not sponsored. Product placement right here. Cropping logo. So in Venice, you know, the city of love. I don't know what is the city of.
A city of love in Verona, actually.
Okay, because Romeo and Juliet.
I would say city of gondola.
The city of gondola, city of music. Let's call it that because they like paddle around.
They sing a lot.
No, not right. Okay, yeah, whatever. So we were wandering around, like I was just taking it all in, taking the Italian culture and being like, wow, this is amazing. And then it was time for lunch. And then we have this guy and Cheyenne, our American friend, our dear beloved American friend who is back in America right now. Like
hopefully.
Well, she is. We got her message like
she's
last night. Yeah, and they were like, let's go eat McDonald's. Let's have McDonald's. I was like, it was my second day, so I was too shy and scared to be like, no,
of course.
What the hell?
No, we're going to McDonald's now. Hello. So
we went to McDonald's, and because I'm one of those people who don't eat meat, also called a vegetarian.
Yeah, it's
difficult in Italy.
It's a really bad breed, I guess, you know.
Yeah, we're weak and scrambling. No. Look at who looks weaker. Look at his thin legs.
What are you talking about? I'm strong and tough.
Yeah, whatever. So they decide we're gonna eat at McDonald's, and as a vegetarian at McDonald's in Italy, there's really no choices other than a salad. So I paid €6 for probably about 14 pieces of spinach, plus 3 tomatoes and 2 slices of Parmesan cheese.
You didn't even like it because I ate it.
Yeah, I don't really like cheese. I don't eat that. Well, I do like cheese, but I don't really eat cheese because I don't really eat dairy. But you know, it was good.
Was it great?
Well, at least I liked Venice a lot. It was beautiful. We got some good pictures.
I have no idea what this video is gonna take us. We're just talking about random stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like
it's coffee time.
It's a coffee time.
It's like a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it's a video podcast. It's just tea time with Lorenzo and Charlotta. Cheers for that.
Mine is over, by the way. It's finished. It was so bad. The coffee machine was broken. Yeah.
I don't really know if I'm drinking coffee or just like watered down bean water.
Yeah. But you know, it's fashionable. You know, you just hold it. You just pretend to be clever.
I don't need to pretend, you know.
You know, well, you kind of have to. I don't have to anyway. You know, I'm just great.
Oh, that's so cute.
By the way, so you didn't. Well, tell me another stereotype. Like something like, okay, Italy means that. America means hot dogs or whatever.
Well,
Italy means for you.
Very touchy people.
Oh.
No, you're very like physical, which I like. I don't like the kind of Finnish mentality of like being like arms width apart. Like I can't touch you, you don't touch me. Like you hug each other and you snuggle up with your friends, and it's fine until you're surrounded by two drunk guys. They're just like, please.
Yeah, people flirt a lot here. It's a problem, you know. It's really rare. Not for me, I mean.
Not for me.
But people flirt a lot. Oh yeah, let's talk about stereotypes about Finland.
What do you think? Finnish stereotypes. Tell me one.
Alright, you guys eat fish. A lot.
True.
You guys live like 24/7 in the snow.
Yeah.
You don't have internet. You don't have buses. You don't have electricity probably. You don't have the power, the source of power, you know, the benefit.
We don't have the benefit.
The privilege of power.
All of the above are true. I live under a rock inside of a mountain filled with snow and ice. And I live there with all my cousins and grandparents and their siblings and
bears. Lots of bears.
Polar bears and penguins. Both we have in Finland.
No, let's talk about Finland because I feel like I'm pretty sure no one knows about Finland.
No, yeah, let's talk.
It's not famous at all. Is it even a country?
It is a country, but let's inform the people about Finland. It's a nice country actually. What do you want to know? What do you know right now about Finland? Do you know anything?
Well, I didn't know you have cities.
Just thought it was like plain old forest and like one house there, 20 kilometers, another house.
I didn't think you guys had like skyscrapers actually. I didn't know that.
Well, we don't really.
Kind of like Turku has one. No.
Well, we have like apartment buildings, but they're only like, I think the highest one is about like 20-30 stories. 20 probably.
Are all the houses made of wood?
No. Well, actually, why? Like Finland has a lot of history, but Turku is one of the oldest cities. It was one of the Viking, like, what's it called, market cities. But the reason we don't have that much history left is because at that time we had a lot of buildings of wood, and our whole city burned down in the 1800s, and there was nothing left except one part of the city.
What happened? A war with the Vikings?
No, it was really kind of unfortunate because just a lady, she was probably like left a candle burning and she burned down the whole city. It was something like that. The rumor has it like someone left on the stove or like something like that.
The legend.
Yeah, because the houses were so like close to each other. There was like no space between the houses. We had grass on the roofs.
Yeah. And
you know, fire catches like that. And it just all spread over the city, and now we just have one hill which the fire, like, was protected from the fire, and that we can still visit. So we're gonna visit that if you come to Finland.
Probably won't. No, I probably will. I have to. It's gonna be so expensive. She told me like the wine there is so expensive. Like,
yeah, you can get a bottle of wine here for like 74 cents.
Even less.
What? You can't? Why do you make me buy the 74 cents?
If you find a good day and a bad wine, it can be cheaper.
Yeah, true. In Finland, we have to pay at least like the really, really bad wine. Like the wine you kind of like have to like drink after you're already drunk, you know.
Kind of like the Jesus one, you know.
Yeah, so that one would probably be at least €6.
It's expensive. Here you can get a good bottle of wine, like a wedding wine, you know.
Wedding wine, $2.
Yeah, $2, you know.
No, it would be like usually I pay like if I want to drink something good. Well, I found my way about like the budget wine market in Finland. I found my good choices. So I have this one. I have a few. Like I have one red wine, or a few red wines, a few white wines, and a few like rosés. They're about like €7, and they're really good.
Do you have like a black market bar wine? You know, people sneaking wine.
No, because the alcohol regulation. Well, yeah, people go to Estonia.
Oh yeah.
A lot
cheaper.
Yeah, it's way cheaper in Estonia. So people take the ferry over to Estonia, but they usually buy like hard liquor, you know, like vodka or like rum and stuff, because that's a lot cheaper because of the alcohol taxes. They bring it back to Finland. Like that's what people do for like weddings and stuff. They go on like an alcohol trip. Oh, it was so unfortunate. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting myself even.
Backstory.
One of my dad's friends, they were gonna have a wedding, so they went over the border. They bought like a big van, and like stuffed it full with alcohol, like all the wines. They had like tried out all the wines, all the champagnes, all like everything in the van. And they get home. I think it was like already back in Finland, and they had their van parked outside, and someone broke into the van and stole everything.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, it was true. It was really true. You can call up my dad. You want his number?
So you have criminals in Finland?
One, and he's everywhere.
I thought it was a great country. You know, I'm not gonna live there anymore.
Yeah, well, you probably wouldn't either way. You would freeze your Italian butt off.
Yeah. Small balls.
Yeah.
But yeah. Really? You have criminals? I thought it was like a nice...
Well, it is nice,
country.
but if there's good, there's gonna be bad, you know?
Yeah, it just happened, a terrorist attack.
Which was very sad. It was actually my hometown. My thoughts go out to everyone affected. What's it called? Fortunately, no one I know was hurt, but it's still a big tragedy for a whole city and for the world, you know?
It shouldn't happen, it just shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but there's nothing really. Well, we can try our best to spread all the positivity and stuff, but there's always gonna be people. I don't even know what
What's your thoughts about like Muslims?
My thought about Muslims?
Yes.
Well, Muslims in general, I think you can't really group as a group.
Great.
I think Muslims is just another culture, like Islamic culture. That's what I think about Muslims, but you know, there's different parts. Like there's bad Christians, there's bad Jews, there's bad.
I'm just in the ground, you know.
I know, but I'm not. I don't know what it's called. I'm not prejudiced. I try not to be prejudiced against anyone. And it's like, I want to keep an open mind. I want to keep being loving towards every kind of people, even though like, unfortunately enough, we have like terror groups that all are from a different like culture, you know. But that shouldn't affect how we view other people from that culture.
It's true. It shouldn't happen, but unfortunately nowadays, it's kind of like a thing to hate Muslims and Islam and that the religion. It's really bad, actually. It happens.
Yeah, but you know, I think we're doing the counter thing, like by reacting to their hate with hate. I think it just makes it work.
Yeah, it's not helping. Like the hate is spreading out the word.
Yeah,
it's really bad. It shouldn't happen.
So I think we should just like, well, like for example, when the terrorist attack in Turku happened, all the different churches, all the different groups of religion gathered around for a ceremony in the church, and there was a like representative of every single one, and that's how I think everyone should like be. Everyone should come together when things like this happen.
That's a nice way to handle the problem.
Yeah, I think it was very nice. Everything was very well handled, and I think that's a good message to send out. Like, there's always going to be, the majority wants the good for the world, you know? That's why we don't have war everywhere. We have war in like significant places, because that's where the attacks happen, and that's where like wars happen. But I would say the majority of people want the best for the world. Or it's just my naive thought, but you know.
It's great, you know, like, it's just bad that some people want to destroy our world once you like, bad things happen, but we still have to maintain calm and just be together and try to approach the problem.
Yeah, that's why I think, just going back to the topic of travel, what's so important, just because like some people live in their bubble and they don't realize how many different kinds of people there are out there. And if, for example, a Finnish person who's always lived in a small city in Finland, haven't seen a lot of immigrants or haven't seen the issues of the world today, if they hear about a terror attack and then they see, for example, a dark-skinned person coming on the bus, they're going to group that person right away with that attack, which shouldn't be it, because they haven't seen like a lot of diversity in their culture before. So I think travel is so important, because then you can travel somewhere, you see that everyone isn't a bad person. You shouldn't group everyone just in one like category, and you get to like broaden your horizons regarding people, because, well, we are kind of like, compared to Italy, we're not as diverse of a country.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, Finland is kind of far away for just the whole immigration like wave, you know.
we get so many people every single day, and it's good because I mean we help them out. But it's kind of bad because some people are just bored. Like we had this island on the south of Italy, which is like between, like in the middle of the sea, between Italy and Africa, and there everyday boats comes, and like people are just, they can't handle this many people, and unfortunately so many are like in danger. So many of them, like these people, African people, are hungry, so they steal, and it's kind of like a loop of getting more hate and getting more people to help, and it's just bad. I mean, sorry for them. I mean,
it's a worldwide issue.
Yeah, it is, but
it's imbalance in the world because people are fleeing one country to another, and it's hard to handle for the government and for the people who are in danger, you know. Like you have to find some sort of balance, and it's difficult because it's all happening so quickly, and it's really nothing we can do about it quickly. We need to just, I feel like it's my naive thought again, but like we need to work together, but that's the only way of finding solutions. Like,
and talking about that, so if anyone was an exchange student in the world, we wouldn't have any worse probably, because like if you, let's say I don't like China, but I go 1 year in China and I discover their culture, I discover their people, and they discover me, we just don't hate each other anymore because we get to know the other culture, and therefore we just not necessarily love it, but we understand it. We get, you know what I mean? Like,
I understand completely. If you're set in the culture, you're forced to understand it, and you're forced to like drop your own guards of like what you know, and just like kind of dive into a new culture, and that's the only way to learn really. And I think, well, as you said, if everyone would be an exchange student, we would all understand each other better, because I don't know, people are different, and it's a new mentality of thinking, just like between Finland and Italy. Like now we don't really have any problems.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I have so many problems with you still.
Yeah, well,
and I forgot to, oh my god, the chickens. I forgot. It's gonna happen. Yes. It's gonna happen. So we didn't talk about it, but I met this girl on a bus trip 2 years ago when I was an exchange student.
I was on exchange in Canada. He was in the US, and we had the like collaborative Rotary road trip around. States.
Rotary. Hashtag Rotary.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Literally, not sponsored.
Link in the bio. Buy some merch. and so that's kind of how I met this person, and this creature. And I forgot what I was gonna say.
The chicken song.
And the chickens. So like we were in the bus trip, so every day we would spend like hours, like 9-10 hours every day in the bus, just traveling around the US. And so we really get to know the other person, the person next to us, you know, and we either hate the other person or we love it, or both, you know. You really get to know the other person. It's sometimes frustrating because, you know, she would get the better seat always, and she was late all the time, not all the time, but more than me, of course. And because, you know, I'm nice, so I give her a pillow or something, or give her some space, you know.
So nice.
And the only time I tried to sleep, like the only time I was trying to sleep on the bus trip, I got so tired at some point. And, you know, she wasn't used to see me like relaxing, you know, of course. And so she randomly pulled out my
headphones?
Yeah, the headphones. And she randomly put like some dubstep chicken song remix, hashtag, you know.
I woke him up. The only time he fell asleep on the bus, I woke him up by playing dubstep techno, like the chicken dub. I don't even know what it is. You showed me the song, so it's kind of your fault.
But it was so, oh my god. And she was laughing about it, like
2 years later, still laughing.
So she came here to visit me, of course, because I'm great. And my plan was to wake her up like in the middle of the night with the same song, but unfortunately I did it. Unfortunately for you, you know, you never know.
Yeah, you know, he forgot about it for a straight 2 weeks, which is kind of his problem again, you know? Italians, memory loss.
It's gonna happen, man. So yeah, that's another stereotype. You're saying that we have memory loss, or
no? I don't think so. It was just kidding.
We're just better than you guys, you know. You guys are closed minds, basically. You guys are cold. Spend every day in your houses.
am very cold. Not right now. That's why I'm wearing long pants.
Yeah, but you're cold generally. Generally speaking, do you think like So in the southern part of Europe, we have like Spain, Greece, or Italy. So do you think we're the warmest, or we are the coldest, or do you think we're kind of like all together based? You know.
I haven't traveled to Greece, so I can't speak on the part of Greece. I've been to Spain. I've met a lot of Spanish people. I met quite a bit of Italian people.
Are they more touchy, or?
I've met mostly Spanish girls, so I wouldn't say they touch me that much. Maybe. I don't know really. I just feel like compared to like the northern parts of Europe, you are more like open physically to just like, you know, I can hold your hand.
Yeah.
And you won't think I want to steal your money. No, it's not like that in Finland. But I think you're more open. I can't really speak. I don't know the difference between like Spanish people and Italian people, just because like I would have to have like a Spanish here and an Italian here, and we'd have to compare you guys. But
well, you met Spanish people in the bus trip. Do you remember them, or?
They dance more than you guys. I love the just like the kind of dancing culture in southern.
Well,
I like the dance culture, but it's like very different. People are a lot more upfront here. Like in Finland, if you would be like, you would take someone's like, if you're at the club and someone would come and approach you, would kind of like push them away. They'd be like, "Oh, right, sorry," and here it's like you push them away and it's like, "Come here."
It's, you know, it's kind of nice coffee break. It's kind of like therapeutic, you know.
I know it is actually.
Yeah,
it's like
so mad.
Are you so mad?
I was so mad during the morning. Yeah, because like she recorded me snoring, and I didn't record her when she was snoring and coughing and just.
Was I really though?
So we were sleeping in the car once, and she was like, for like a straight hour.
You know.
You
can't really do anything about it.
It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it because we were listening to music in the car, and you were like following the rhythm.
You know, some people are just talented. I even know it in my sleep.
And then,
can I play the recording?
I couldn't. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. But eventually, I did.
Oh my God.
And when I started to sleep, you like wake me up at 6 in the morning. You were like, "Let's go in the house." I'm like, "Oh gosh, not again." I remember that.
Oh my God.
What time is it?
It's 10:50.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna, as kind of, you know, rounding up the whole thing.
Yes.
I will play. Can I play it like by the microphone? Will they hear it?
They can hear it, right?
Like from here?
Yeah.
Let's just put the volume on max. This is what I woke up to this morning. Can't really hear it though.
Maybe closer, maybe. Pretty closer to the microphone.
Let's do this. Just sounds like a wave.
See, I don't snore at all. She's lying.
Oh, it's very loud. Just imagine that being like 4 meters away from me, and I was like, "What's is someone knocking on the door?" And I look down. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him more than I'm gonna miss Lorenzo.
Well,
no.
How great.
Just kidding.
Should I bring him to Finland?
Yes.
Yeah, and like in a suitcase.
No.
No, okay. Well.
I feel kind of bad for pets traveling. You know, pretty bad. I don't think.
Well, you traveled, so.
No, but pets where they're put like in cages, you know, in the airplane, like cargo.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I don't like that. I wish you could just like take them and just hold them in their fat.
Well, it was nice talking to you. It was really therapeutic.
It was actually.
Yeah, we should do more next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time, getting the full house tour of Charlotta's apartment, 2017. 2018 maybe, 2017, who knows?
Leave a like.
Okay, so guys, what is it called?
30,000 likes, we're gonna do a social experiment, you know.
Links in the down bar. All the gear will be listed down below. Here's an annotation for my website, my social media links, my Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, MySpace.
MySpace.
I don't even know, my Google account, whatever you want to follow. It's on him. He'll link it.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's so nice.